Hello, I'm Zayn Yassine,
And I'm Zach Graham.
and this is our Children's Literature ISU Miss Coven class.
We decided to do it on a popular children's series from the 1980s called The Reading Rainbow. The book we've chosen to do is Norbert Nipkin.
And so let's begin. Now,
butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Norbert Nipkin tells us the story of the Nipkin, which are a magical creature that live in an enchanted forest. Nipkins are very, very simple. All they want to do all day is play out in the autumn sun. Although during the autumn months, Nipkins are hunted by terrible creatures called Vlogs.
One young Nipkin by the name of Norbert gets caught by a young Zog on his first time out to hunt Nipkins. Right before he is about to eat Norbert, he hears him yell, and they begin to talk and soon become friends. The theme of Norbert Nipkin is to never judge a book by its cover. This is shown when the Zog and Norbert begin to talk. As they talk, they begin to realize they are not so different from each other as they have been told. Here's a sample from the text proving this.
He picked Norbert up by his breeches and opened his long jaw wide, but he managed to yell one word before he was inside. "Stop!" cried little Norbert. "I'm far too young to die. I'm far too little to broil or roast or toast or fry." "Who was that?" said Grog. It sounded just like a moan. He peered around the forest and saw he was very much alone. "It's me," said Norbert. "You're holding me right in your hand." And when Grog looked down at Norbert, he was far too stunned to stand. He sat right down on the hillside and tried to get over his shock. He knew how good Nipkins tasted, but he didn't know that they could talk. As she got speaking with Norbert, he found that life was full of surprises. They really were not that much um, different aside from their shapes and their sizes. They both had a mother and father. They both loved the summer and fall. It was only their eating habits that made them much different at all. The meeting of strangers is funny. It's odd how it so often ends. After less than an hour, Nipkin and Zlong were very close friends. There are two main archetypes in Norbert Nipkin. The first one is the innocent child archetype. This is shown through Norbert because he does not fully get the real world dangers that are out there.
The second archetype shown is the old wise person. This is shown through Norbert's grandma, who tries to tell him about the Zogs and the dangers they present, but Norbert doesn't fully understand and ends up getting caught by a Zog. Here's an example from the text. "Norbert dear," said Nanny, "'tis a dangerous time of year. The leaves have fallen from the trees, and the snow will soon be here. It's a terrible time for Nipkins, so do just what I say, and be very, very careful when you go outside to play. You've heard of the giants," said Nanny. "You've heard of the terrible Zogs. You know that they live in the caves, up past the marsh and bogs." In the story Norbert Nipkin, the pictures really help contrast the differences in appearance as well as the difference in lifestyles that the Nipkins have from the Zogs. Also, they show how Nipkins are kind and innocent creatures, whereas Logs are depicted as remorseless Nipkin hunters.
Also, the pictures in the story could really help kickstart the imagination of kids, because all of the creatures in it are all mythical, and because the setting is so common to children, that it could help to fire up a whole new world of imagination for them.
Episode of Reading Rainbow.
Till next time, I'm Zayn Yassine.
And I'm Zach.